Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I know I don't think I haven't I don't think I have not been consistent. I just kind of slow. Um Frequently I have been, well, lately I have been uploading a video a week, which I want to change to 2 videos a week, so twice a week, to keep the content flowing, keep it coming. Now I have a little bit more free time because my semester's over. Your girl ended her semester with a 3.5 GPA. So, but yeah, so today's video is going to be a Q&A video. Basically, I felt like I should be giving more. I want to become more personal on my channel just because I feel like I'm a very closed off person, and I'm like, to the public, or like people who I follow on Instagram that I don't really know that well. But I feel like in order to be a great content creator, I need to show myself in my true light. So I asked you guys on my Instagram what question, y'all, I'm asking. I asked you guys some questions. So I didn't really get a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I did not get a lot of questions, but so these are all the questions that I got. So I don't want the video to be too long, but I'm gonna try to answer the questions as concise and truthfully as I can. So let's jump into the video. So the first question: how is marriage life, and do you want children? So marriage life is actually really good today. Well, right now, yeah. So marriage life is really good. Every day is good. But you know, as a couple, people, 2 humans that aren't the same, they don't have the same personality. You know, you can sometimes clash, and that's just normal in any relationship. Mother, daughter, brother, sister, dad, mom. Like that's just the norm. That's just normal. However, I do feel like, you know, my marriage has been in a better place since we moved to Texas. I don't know, the atmosphere here, we're just so in love. Like, we romance a lot. We try to date each other a lot, even though we're quarantined and pandemic. So we date each other. This glare is starting to kill me. So we date each other a lot within the house. Like, we had a little date night, just Saturday night, where we watched movies, we played Uno, we drank some wine. You know, it was very fun. I enjoy my husband's company. He enjoys my company. We really love each other. So marriage life is great. There are times where it can become a little challenging when you're not understanding what someone is saying, or when someone is not understanding what you're saying. But other than that, like, I honestly feel like we have just been the best couple like, so far. And not to say that we're perfect, by far we are not. I don't think we have issues, but we do have arguments. That's normal. We do have arguments. We just know that the argument is not bigger than us, and it's not worth arguing over. If I have a point, I make mine. If he has a point, he makes his. And we just talk to each other about stuff. Like, I think our communication has become so, it's more in a transparent place where he's so open to share with me how he feels, and that helps me understand, so I don't have to assume how he feels. He just tells me how he feels, so that's really good. So the second part of that question was, how is marriage life, and do you want children? So I absolutely do want kids. I absolutely do. My dream is to be a mom. The funny thing is, I used to make fun of people, and this is terrible. I used to make fun of people when they would, like, get pregnant, like, out of wedlock and all that stuff. Like, I wasn't conceived out of wedlock. So shame on me for that. But also at the same time, now that I'm married and I feel like my life is together, this baby fever of just wanting to be a mom just will not leave my brain. Like, I would love to be a mom. Like, I want to be a mom, okay? But as you guys know, I am an undergrad right now, getting my bachelor's degree. And just right now, it's not the time for children, just because I'm trying to create the life that I want my children to have. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm enjoying my selfishness. And by what I mean by that is, when you have kids, there's no more time to be selfish. Everything has to be for that child. Not saying you can't still have fun, you can't still be yourself, that you can't still, function, but y'all see Rocky? He matches the pillows. But me and my husband, we are really focusing on building our marriage and creating a steady foundation so that when we do have children, it will be in a loving, caring, strong environment. My goal is to be married for 4 years before we have kids. That's my goal. So I want to be finished my bachelor's degree, even though I'm going to graduate school. I know that I'm going to graduate school because in order to do my profession, to do the job that I want to do, to be in the career that I want to be in, I have to have a master's degree. So yeah, so my plan is maybe to graduate from undergrad with my bachelor's degree, become a speech language pathologist assistant while in graduate school, and probably just, because like I said, my husband is planning to do 20 years in the military, so we're always going to be on the move. I just want to finish my first degree first before I start having kids. So yeah, y'all do know I got my birth control taken out, so maybe it'll be sooner than later. Just kidding. Oh, so the next question is, when do you and your husband plan to start trying for kids? So basically the same question I just answered. So I continue to create a plan, even though me and my husband already have a plan. The plan is for me to finish school, and then we are to start our own family. It's been really, really hard, honestly, because I always was like, oh, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. And now that I'm in school, I'm like, oh, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. But it's like ever since I got my birth control taken out, I feel like I'm being told, let me rephrase that. That there's something over me that's basically telling me that I can't do it, even though I know that I'm fertile. If I wanted to conceive, I could, but I know that me and my husband already had a plan, and we're sticking to that, and we're really careful. We don't really make mistakes. Not saying that we won't, but we try our best to make sure we're being very careful. So yeah. So I have another question. How is it living in a different state? Okay, so I will say this. When I first moved from Baltimore to Tennessee, I was sad, and I was very, very excited because the environment that I kind of was in was kind of depressing at the time, and I just wanted to get away, and I didn't realize me getting away was gonna make me sad because I miss my family. But I feel like I needed that experience because I had never lived anywhere else besides Baltimore. So I felt that I really, 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 really should have. I don't feel like I should have waited. At first I did. But I felt like I needed to go through some things to find myself, to build myself, to see who I wanted to be. And me getting out of my mom's house, not saying that she did anything to me to make me feel that way, but me getting out of the environment of being cradled, I felt like I had to really fend for myself, and I had to become an adult and grow up and figure out what I wanted in life, what I wanted to do in life, figure out my own goals. I feel like living in a different state has helped me come to the conclusion that, I understand you leave your family and it's really, really sad, but look at how much I've grown since I've left. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how much I have done since I've left. I don't think I would have ever accomplished any of these things in Baltimore. Just because my circumstances were different. I also wasn't a person I wasn't mature when I lived in Baltimore. Like, I was mature, my personality is mature, but my decision making was poor. I didn't make good decisions as far as my own lifestyle, my love life before me and my husband got married. I was making poor decisions and doing things that I thought was going to help me become whoever it is. I didn't know who I wanted to be. And I know who I want to be now because of how hard I've worked to get to where I am right now. I feel like moving to a new state put a fire inside of me that I needed to be myself and get something for me. Like, I don't want to just be somebody's wife or, you know, a soldier's wife. Like, I just don't want to do that. I want my own identity. I want to be who I want to be. So basically, I went to CCBC for, I went to BC, I went to CB, Community College of Baltimore County, CCBC. I went to CCBC from 2016 after I graduated from high school to 2018. 3 years. I should have had my associate's degree, but like I said, I did not make good decisions. I didn't care. I changed my major like 3 times just because I felt like I didn't take it serious because I didn't have to pay for it. And I didn't take it serious because I felt like, oh, it's going to happen. I'm just going to wake up and things are just going to be the way I want it to be. And I was 18 when I got to college, 18, 19, 20. And I did not have a clue of anything. I still don't, because I'm 22 now. So 2 years ago, I was in this position where I felt like I just didn't care. And I felt like I knew what I wanted to do, but I did not have the motivation or the desire to work for what I wanted to do, if that makes sense. So fast forward to me getting married and then having to be alone with no family, no friends, no nobody, just my husband, which I love, but it's like you clash with a person after a while. And I had a really vivid, transparent conversation with my husband where I always told him, oh, I want to go to Jamaica. I want to do this. And we had a conversation. It was like a 3-hour conversation. I remember it like it was yesterday. And he was like, well, why do you need to go on vacation? What are you celebrating? And I was like, what are you trying to say? Like, what are you trying to say? But then I was like, wait, why do I need to go on vacation? I haven't done anything. I haven't accomplished anything. I don't feel like I should spend all this money to go celebrate failure. And some people might not say that I'm like, people were saying they were proud of me for getting married. And it was just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to take that, because it's like, you're proud of me, but I haven't done anything for me. I got married for love, which is great, but that's not something that I had to accomplish. I was in love already. So I enrolled into a certification program. Sorry, y'all. My toes match my nails. So I enrolled into and my feet ain't dirty. They just white like that. Sorry, Rocky. So I enrolled into a certification program to do the job that I'm doing now. I became certified like 8 or 9 months later. I actually finished my program late, but I felt so proud of myself in that moment. I felt like I earned something, and I did. So I would have never done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just would have never done that. Extra work? No. And it was free. So, yeah, I did something that I could have been proud of. And now, being a certified ABA therapist, I'm now in school to get a bachelor's degree. And it's like, wow, look how far I've came just in a couple of months. So, yeah, so that's how it is living in a different state. So, someone said, how hard was it adjusting to Texas? Honestly, adjusting to Texas was not that hard, because I wanted to leave Tennessee. I hated living in Tennessee. I would never move back there in my life. It was not a good place to live, especially as a black woman or a black man. Unfortunately, we were stationed there because of the military, but I definitely would not recommend. Okay. However, I feel like since this is my second duty station, I'm now used to the military mindset of like, this is temporary. You know, this isn't forever. This isn't where I'm going to be. But I love Texas. Honestly, my granddad is 8 hours away. I love Texas. Like, I love it here. It's such a welcoming feeling, even though, I am still alone, but I don't feel alone. Like, I feel good about being here. Adjusting here has been really, really nice. Like, my job is only 8 minutes away from my house. I don't have to go anywhere. Walmart is down the street, you know, like I don't have to go anywhere. I have, now there is more stuff to do here. So it's just a more fun environment. There's a, my school is here, my college is here. I go to University of Texas of El Paso. So my college is here. I get to meet new people. So adjusting to Texas has been really nice. So I have one more question, another question that says, first semester, how did it go? How much time I got? Because, ciao. Let me tell y'all. So, first semester.
Mom FaceTime video.
Hold on, y'all. This my mom. Hold on. Let me come up. Let me ask my mom. Okay, y'all. I'm back. That was my mom. She gonna get mad because I had to hang up, but I gotta finish this video. So I was on the first semester question. How did it go? So, mind y'all, I have not been in school for 2 years. I was online with a certification course, but there wasn't like an actual professor. There were just tests and quizzes based off the things that I was learning through the videos. So, first semester was very, very difficult because I work full time and I came up with this unrealistic schedule of everything was going to be done on a certain day. Everything was going to be done at a certain time. Everything was going to be completed. I wouldn't have to worry. I wouldn't have to stress. And that's just unrealistic. Is it possible? Yes. But is it unrealistic? Yes, because you need a break. You have to have a break. You have to be able to sit down and decompress. I would go to work. So I work from 9 a.m. to 4:30. Now, some people might not think that's a long time, but the work that I do can be training. I do ABA therapy with children with autism. So I have a 3-hour client in the morning from 9 o'clock to 11:30, and on Fridays I have a 9 a.m. to 12. And then in the afternoons I have a 12:30 to 4:30. So depending on how that person that I'm working with feels that day or what they're going through or whatever, that's the day I'm going to have. But my job is to make sure I don't have that kind of day. So basically, it was draining. And then to come home after doing that, to have a mountain of homework, it's draining. It was draining. How I stayed on track, I will say that I used the best planner in the world. I will plan out my weeks Monday morning of assignments. I have 4 classes, so I would do 2 assignments a day, and basically I would be done by Friday, correct? Well, let's say I didn't understand an assignment and my professor didn't get back to me until 3 days later on a Thursday or Friday, and my assignment's due at Sunday. So now my weekend, I have to do this homework, and I procrastinate. Who doesn't? I think I got better with procrastination as a semester. No, I got worse with procrastination as the semester went on because I got tired. I didn't care no more. I was like, oh, I want to do this. I'm tired. I was crying, just stressed out. But yeah, it was a learning experience, and I'm happy that I'm prepared for next semester. I'm still gonna use my planner. I use my planner every day, y'all. I was like, oh, $15 for a planner. It's just so much. But let me tell y'all, I had things Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Each day was planned out. Even though some days I slacked, the planner helped me know what I already did, what needs to be done, and what's coming next. So it helped me be prepared. It helped me understand what I needed to do. But yeah, the semester, as far as that, I feel like I had a pretty good semester. I had like 5 breakdowns, which is good because that's not a lot. But honestly, compared to CCBC, a community college, to actual university, the coursework is definitely more rigorous, and it's more. Sorry, y'all. Jahad just left out, so Rocky got mad. Can you shut the door? I can hear the TV.
That's why I didn't
Shut up, Rocky! Sorry. Shh, be quiet. I'm trying to talk. So yeah, y'all. The coursework is definitely a big difference. Even though, but I will say I like the fact that it's virtual because it gives me a time frame where I can still go to work full time, make money to pay my bills, and go to school. Is it stressful? Yes. Does it work? Also, yes. So, the next one is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? So, I'm 22. In 10 years, I'll be 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. In 10 years, I see myself being a pediatric medical speech language pathologist. I see myself with 2 children, a lovely 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with an office area, a theater room, and a full basement with a 3-car garage, a nice yard. I see myself with a this is crazy because I think about this every day. Not even where I see myself in 10 years. This is where I see myself in 5 years, for real. But yes, so I see myself just building, being happy, doing something that I love, being with my husband, just living my life, traveling the world, okay, in fashions, okay, honey. I just see myself being a successful black woman, enjoying the luxury life as we all deserve it. The next question. Now, like I said, I kind of want to be very transparent on my channel. So this next question is a very personal question, but I'm gonna answer it just because I feel like it will answer and confirm some stuff. Okay. So the question is, how is it being married to someone with a child? So a lot of people don't know, or a lot of people do know, that my husband has a child. He had this child before me, like before I came into his life. I met the child around 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So we've been in my husband's life around the same time. We came into his life at the same time. I'm not going to go into detail because I feel like that's a little bit too personal. If I'm allowed to share it, then I'll share it. But just to keep the safety of this child that is involved, I won't share too much. It is not, the only thing that's difficult about being married to someone with a child that is not your own. I mean, I love this list. I love my stepson as if I would my own child. The difficulty becomes in when, how can I say? So the difficulty comes in when my husband is treated unfairly when he's trying. He is only allowed to be the type of father that the person he shares his child with wants him to be. And that is kind of detrimental to me because I see how hard he tries. I know how hard he works to make sure he can provide for his child, but he's only allowed to provide what he can. I feel like me growing up with a single mom who did not have a dad, I know how it feels to be that child where you're wanting your dad to just be there and cheer you on and stuff. But the difference between the person who conceived with my mother and the person who my husband is, my husband continues to try. He continues to make sure his presence is known in his son's life and to make sure that, you know, it's not being interpreted as something else, even though we are military, so he legally cannot live in Baltimore. He legally cannot live there because the military, his boss, is his job. And if they say, hey, you need to live here, that's where you are. If you leave, you go to jail, you become AWOL, you can possibly get out, serve jail time. So my husband has to follow the rules of his employer because that's just the job that he has. And it can be a very tricky, icky situation, but you know, we have just decided, I've decided to stay out of that because I don't have anything to do with that. However, my husband's family has just decided that, you know, when his child is old enough and able to speak for himself, to call for himself, to do things for himself, that's when he'll be able to build a relationship. It sucks to see as a spouse, because it's like, I know that the man that I'm with is not a deadbeat. I know the man that I'm with does not just frolics around like he doesn't have a child. My husband, he's very responsible when it comes to his son. When it comes to things that his son needs, he only has one. Let me not confuse y'all. He prepares months in advance for everything, just because he wants to make sure his son is taken care of. What he's allowed to do is taken care of. I know that my husband does his damn best to make sure his presence is known, and his son knows that he loves him. I mean, it's adorable. Their relationship is just adorable, and I love their relationship, because it doesn't matter what is being told to the son, what is being perceived to him. He doesn't believe the things that he's been told from other people. And you know, the crazy thing is, when my stepson sees his dad, he tells his dad everything. So their relationship is really, really close knit. He tells his dad everything, and he knows that his dad is in the military, so he knows that's why his dad isn't there physically. But you know, my husband makes sure that his child is taken care of on his end for what he can do, what he's been allowed to do. So it's like I said, it's difficult having to watch a relationship be severed because of childish people and people who aren't mature enough to speak like adults. It just sucks to watch, but as I'm only going to support him, I can't really say what somebody else is doing wrong, because I'm not in that position. That's not my place. So I try to stay out of all of it, especially because we do live in another state, and there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing he can do. You know, if anybody has an issue with anything, they had to take it up with the American government, and those chances are slim to none. So it's like, you know, we just have to wait it out until his son can function for himself and say, you know what, I want to know the real story, Dad. Like, you know, I want to come see you. I want to be around you. So, we have 3 bedrooms, and one of the rooms is for my stepson. But you know, he probably will never be able to see it. I want him to. So it's difficult to watch my husband struggle with that, because my husband is a very, very closed off person. Like I said, he just started being transparent with me. So having to watch him go through something like that is just detrimental to me. I know he thinks about it, but like I said, it's really nothing that I can do. So I just pray for the situation, honestly. Hopefully there's healing on both ends, and there's a healthy medium that some people can come to and do what they need to do for their kids. So this next question, I think that was it. Okay, so that was it, guys. Honestly, I really, really, really appreciate the fact that you guys went ahead and asked me these questions, because it makes me feel really, really good. Like, really, really good, because I really am trying to grow my channel, and I really do want to become an influencer. And I feel like in 5 years, I'm trying to have like at least 100K subscribers in 5 years. That is my goal. I feel like it'll be interesting to see it come to fruition. I mean, I know that it will, because anything I put my mind to, I'm going to do, period. But other than that, you guys, that is actually all for this video. I'm going to start dropping videos twice a week. So I dropped a video today, which is on Monday, and this video that I'm recording right now is going to be dropped, I'm thinking maybe Monday and Thursday. Monday and Thursday. So Monday and Thursdays are going to be the days I'm going to drop videos. This video, I don't really have to do too much to it, just because it's a Q&A video. I might edit it a little bit, put a little thumbnail. But other than that, like I said, like, I'm in a good space. I am happy that I can be transparent with you guys, and hopefully when I do have babies or whatever, when I do become a mom, I'm going to vlog. I'm going to film and document the whole journey, labor and delivery vlogs, hospital bag vlogs, day in the life of a pregnant working mom, nursery tours, nursery organization, everything. I love those videos, by the way. So but yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in any of my other videos, please go watch, and I will see y'all.